Good morning students, welcome to ABN and PRR College online classes. The last class we discussed the applications of monotone convergent theorem. Today we will discuss one of the most important application of monotone convergent theorem. That is, we want to prove that the sequence Sn which is given by 1 plus 1 by n whole power n is convergent. This sequence convergence can be tested by using only monotone convergent theorem. Very important essay question. Here, what is the Sn here? And the term of the sequence is given as 1 plus 1 by n whole power n. Where n is a positive integer. This is the given sequence. On observation, it is in the form of 1 plus x whole power n, binomial expansion. If we take, then this takes the form as nc naught into 1 by n to the power of 0, that is 1, plus nc1 into 1 by n and so on, ncn into 1 by n whole power n. This is the expansion by using binomial theorem of 1 plus 1 by n whole power n. Now, let us write the values of nc1, nc2, nc3 and so on, ncn in expand nature. That is, nc naught value is 1 and nc1 value is n and nc2 value is n into n minus 1 by 2 factorial. 1 by n square is there. nc3, what is nc3? That is nothing but n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 by 3 factorial. This is the value of nc3. Okay, similarly ncn. Actually we can write ncn as 1. But in this problem, we can write the value of ncn as it is, like nc1, nc2, like that. That is the n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 and so on. N minus, remember this. Now observe the third term here. By 3 factorial ends the numerator value with 2, means 3 minus 1. Like this, here the denominator is n factorial. So, n value is minus 1 of this denominator, that is n minus 1 into 1 by n power n is already there. This is the value of Sn in simplest form. Now again, from the first term we have 1 plus n by n means again 1. Coming to the third term, common by n into n square. Then here, after commoning, we get 1 minus 1 by n here. N into n square. Then the value is like this. N square into 1 minus 1 by n in the third term. Already 1 by n square is there. Coming to the fourth term, again commoning the highest power n in the numerator. Then we get here, after commoning n here, 1 minus 1 by n. Again commoning n here, 1 minus 2 by n here. N into n, that is n cube into the same quantity. Similarly, for the last term, denominator ఎంత వాల్యూ ఉంటుందో అంత పవర్ ఇక్కడ వస్తుంది. కాబట్టి ఫైనల్ టర్మ్లో యూ అబ్జర్వ్ దట్ ఇఫ్ యూ కామన్ n power n, then the values are like this. Okay, after simplifying, the Sn value is like this: 1 plus 1 plus 1 by 2 factorial into n square get cancel, 1 minus 1 by n plus 1 by 3 factorial into n cube get cancel, 1 minus 1 by n into 1 minus 2 by n plus and so on, 1 by n factorial into n power n get cancel. Then we get 1 minus 1 by n into 1 minus 2 by n into and so on. The final term is ends with n minus 1 by n. This is the value of Sn. This is obviously positive sequence. Now, what is monotone convergent theorem says? If a sequence is monotone and is bounded, then we can say that the given sequence is convergent, isn't it? If the sequence is monotone and is bounded, then we can say that sequence is convergent. That means first we have to observe that the given sequence is a monotone sequence or not. For that, consider the consecutive term of Sn, that is Sn plus 1, which is obtained by replacing n by n plus 1 in Sn. That is equal to 1 plus 1 plus 1 by 2 factorial into 1 minus 1 by n plus 1. Instead of n, we have n plus 1 plus 1 by 3 factorial into 1 minus 1 by n plus 1 into 1 minus 2 by n plus 1 plus and so on. The final term is 1 by n factorial is nothing but n plus 1 factorial into 1 minus 1 by n plus 1, 1 minus into 1 minus 2 by n plus 1 into and so on. Final term is 1 minus. If we replace n by n plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled, then we have n by n plus 1. This is the value of Sn. Now, let us observe the difference of these two terms. Here difference consider చేసినట్లయితే కాంప్లికేటెడ్గా ఉంటుంది కనుక let us compare the terms of Sn and Sn plus 1. Each and every term of this Snth term and Sn plus 1 కంపేర్ చేసినట్లయితే Sn plus 1లో కూడా మనకి ఫస్ట్ టూ టర్మ్స్ సేమ్గా ఉన్నాయి, లీవ్ చేద్దాం. నెక్స్ట్ టర్మ్స్ చూసినట్లయితే third term 1 by 1 minus 1 by n, and this here 1 minus 1 by n plus 1. Now let us observe the relation. We know that for every n being a positive integer, n is less than n plus 1, isn't it? Okay. That means by reciprocaling 1 by n is more than 1 by n plus 1. Relation will be reversed after reversing the reciprocal చేసినట్లయితే ఇచ్చినటువంటి రిలేషన్ రివర్స్ అయిపోతుంది. ఇప్పుడు నెగటివ్ సైన్ అప్లై చేయండి. నెగటివ్ సైన్ అప్లై చేసిన రిలేషన్ ఏమైపోతుంది, రివర్స్ అయిపోతుంది. సో -1 by n is now less than -1 by n plus 1. Now adding 1 on both sides, ఒకటి అనేది పాజిటివ్ కనుక there is no change in the relation. Now observe that the third term of Sn is nothing but multiplying this with 2 factorial, there is no change in the relation. Then observe that the third term of the sequence Snth term lo unna third term ela undi is less than the third term of the Sn plus 1. Similarly, we can say that each and every term of the given సీక్వెన్స్లో ఉన్నటువంటి nth టర్మ్లో ఉన్న ప్రతి టర్మ్ కూడా Sn plus 1లో ఉన్నటువంటి టర్మ్స్ కంటే తక్కువగా ఉంటుందని చూపించవచ్చు. కాబట్టి we can confirm that Sn is less than Sn plus 1. Then we can say that sequence Sn is increasing. Increasing means it is a monotone sequence. And also we know that whenever it is an increasing sequence, the relation between the terms is like this. S1 is less than or equal to S2 is less than or equal to S3, and so on is less than or equal to Sn plus 1, and so on. Means S1 is the lower bound. Lower bound exists, so our Sn is now bounded below sequence. Okay, now our theme is to prove that one case is over, that is we already showed that given sequence is a monotone sequence. Now our claim is to prove that it is a bounded sequence. It is enough to prove that for this sequence, it is enough to prove that sequence is bounded above. What is our Sn? Rewriting the terms, we have, after simplification we get Sn value is 1 plus 1 plus 1 by 2 factorial into 1 minus 1 by n plus 1 by 3 factorial into 1 minus 1 by n into 1 minus 2 by n plus and so on. 1 by n factorial into 1 minus 1 by n, 1 minus 2 by n into and so on, 1 minus n minus 1 by n. This is the nth term. This can be written as by multiplying, coming to this term, observe this, 1 by 2 factorial into 1 minus 1 by n. Multiplication తీసుకున్నట్లయితే 1 by 2 factorial minus 1 by 2 factorial into 1 by n. ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ 1 by 2 ఫ్యాక్టోరియల్కి 1 by 2 ఫ్యాక్టోరియల్ మైనస్ సమ్ క్వాంటిటీకి రిలేషన్ చూసినట్లయితే ఎలా ఉంటుందండి? దిస్ వాల్యూ ఈజ్, how is this value? Some value is subtracted. This value is more than upper value. That means this value is less than this one. Okay, right. Similarly, we can show that these terms also having the same condition. That means this value is, now first terms are same. Coming to this term is, how is the relation between this term and 1 by 2 factorial is less than 1 by 2 factorial. So this value is less than 1 by 2 factorial, plus similarly we can show that fourth term is less than 1 by 3 factorial, plus and so on, finally 1 by n factorial. This can be written as 1 plus 1, 2 factorial can be expanded as like this, 1 into 2 into 3, plus and so on, 1 by 1 into 2 into 3 into and so on n. In the last class we discussed about the convergence of this sequence 1 by 1 plus 1 plus 1 by 2 factorial. In the same manner we can do here, which can be written as 1 plus 1, 1 by 2. Now I want to decrease the denominator. Obviously the fraction value will be increased. That means the above value will be lesser than this one, and so on, 1 by 2 into 2 into 2. How many terms? If we have 3 terms, only two terms occurs here. Here n terms present, then how many 2's present? N minus 1 times 2 is presented here, which can be written as 1 plus 1 plus 1 by 2 power 1 plus 1 by 2 square plus and so on, 1 by 2 power n minus 1, plus this is geometric series in the form 1 plus r square plus and so on, r power n. This can be written as 1 minus r power n by 1 minus r, provided r is less than 1. Here r is 1 by 2, obviously r value is less than 1. Then we can write the summation value as 1 minus 1 by 2 whole power n by 1 minus 1 by 2. This is equal to 1 plus 1 minus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. 1 by 1 by 2 can be written as 2. So 2 into 1 minus 1 by 2 whole power n. 1 plus 2 into 1 to 2 into 1 by 2 whole power n. This value is 3 minus 2 into 1 by 2 whole power n. Obviously 3 minus some value is always less than 3. Then we can say that, now let us write the relation between our sequence and 3. Clearly our sequence is now less than 3. That is, our Sn is now less than 3. Therefore we can say that 3 is an upper bound. Upper bound exists only whenever the sequence is bounded above. Therefore our sequence is bounded above. Previous we showed that our sequence is bounded below, and we had proved that it is bounded above. Bounded below and bounded above, which means that a sequence which is bounded above as well as bounded below is nothing but a bounded sequence. Therefore, our sequence is a bounded sequence. From 1 it is a monotone sequence, and here we proved that it is a bounded sequence. That means our sequence is a monotone and bounded. Then we can apply from 1 and 2, and by monotone convergent theorem we can say that our sequence is convergent. And moreover, we can easily find out the limit. Clearly, our Sn term is less than 3, and we observe that on observation Sn is like this: 1 plus 1 plus some quantity, say it is x. That means 2 plus some x value, means our Sn value is more than 2, isn't it? That means nth term, our sequence terms are in between 2 and 3. Our sequence 2కి 3కి మధ్యలో ఉంటుంది కనుక therefore limit of the sequence here given as Napier constant, that is E. That is, what is Sn? 1 plus 1 by n whole power n, when n tending to infinity is E. Very important limit. Okay, thank you.